Right on, and welcome back to the Wreckless podcast. This is Cody Storts once again here in the lounge at Wreckless with Beer Punks Justin and Justin from Chef's Warehouse. We have been talking beer and tours and other inappropriate things as always, which I'm happy to do. But now we actually have beer in front of us, which always makes my day much happier, man.
Yeah.
So this is what you're talking about, the can you designed,
This
right?
is it. Yep. It's,
and Death by Stereo, this is what you didn't like, but now it's better. is that
no,
the description? And now you love it?
This is my type of beer.
Right.
But for their fans, you know.
I don't care about none of that, dude. Like, I mean, honestly, what were you looking for in a beer? 'Cause I'm going to try it here. I haven't tried it yet. How about for you over there? Are you a beer fan?
I like the beer. Yeah, I'm a beer fan.
All right.
Well,
what were you shooting for in this beer?
Originally was going for just a Mexican lager. I'm not gonna disclose this information because I'm still gonna do this later. But I was gonna make.
Damn, I was gonna steal it too. I was gonna take it.
Dude, it's worth a lot of money. Wait.
Yeah.
It's a lager.
40 ounces of freedom.
That has to do with Orange County to make it kind of unique to Orange County. That was my idea.
Never been done before.
We don't have our own like footprint.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, the Long Beach does. Yeah, I got what you're saying.
Orange County is kind of we're kind of becoming big dogs in the beer scene.
It's no San Diego.
It's no San Diego, but it's fucking.
It's a pretty damn good beer.
Good.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a hops guy, which you know. I mean, I can appreciate it, but I don't like seek out hops. Just because I'm a food dude, hops kind of ruin your palate for doing anything else in life. Well, unless you're just drinking more hops, which it's perfect for.
So this thing was just canned 24 hours ago.
Wow.
So the hops are a little strong on it. And
no, I actually thought they were really good. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of citrus. It's not overpowering. It's not like drying my mouth out. You know, I know that people like those in doubles.
Yeah.
That's a tasty freaking beer, dude. That's a daily beer.
Well, they're gonna fall off here in the next few weeks, a little bit. It'll still be a strong hop presence, but right now it's fucking fresh. So
yeah, it tastes green. You know what I mean when I say that, right? It tastes green.
Yeah.
It has that like green mota, like that. It has a green mota flavor, dude. That's what it is. So, but I know what you're talking about. The freshness does wear off. I know hops declines, and that little punch kind of goes away. But it's gonna be crispy, dude. That's nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's 5% too. My goal was to make it super crushable. I mean, if you know anything about Death by Stereo, they're just a bunch of fucking drunks, and all their fans are, including me.
Right.
So that's what I was going for. But
cool. So you wanted really in like the 4.1, 4.2, so that people can just throw them back, dude. Session beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you're not far off, man. And for me, who's not the crazy beer guy, especially being a hazies tend to stick to my teeth, if you know what I mean. And this one doesn't, dude. It's awfully clean, it's awfully clean beer, dude.
It is. Thanks. Yeah, we worked.
I'll have to drink one in a couple weeks for sure.
Yeah, I should. I should come back and it was really limited, so it might be gone.
Well, I'm not going to save the rest of this one. We're going to pound this one right now.
Absolutely.
That's how it goes. Cool. And then Justin, tell me, man, I'm intrigued. Did I see you're a fellow trucker, dude? I see the hidden tattoos because I know that when you start working for the big corporate office, dude.
The man.
Yeah, they make you wear those long sleeve shirts, which I refuse to do. But and you said you were in the kitchen forever, man. Where'd you work at, dude?
So I spent 15 years in the kitchen. Started out in Georgia, worked at a Cherokee Town and Country Club, moved my way across the country to Utah, worked for Jean George in Park City, and then finished up at a little mid-century hotel in San Diego.
Mid-century hotel in San Diego. That sounds like the beginning of a porn, dude.
Well, it felt like a porn a lot of it.
Right? Like it's starting way back.
You know, like one of those old like road coach motel type places. A guy bought it and put a nice little restaurant in called the Pearl in Point Loma. And worked there for about a year and then got a chance to move into sales and went with it.
So why? This is the infamous question on this show. Why go from the kitchen, which I know if you've been in that long, you love it. It's a beast, dude. Right.
Yeah.
So why'd you leave, man? You got a family? You got what happened?
I was about to ask my wife to marry me, and she was spending a lot of time going back and forth to Utah. She was a nurse, getting a lot of good vacation time, and I was never getting that. And I'm like, I gotta find something else.
Right.
And I also wanted to try and make the money that I could make on my own.
So you had to grow up.
Yeah, I
get it, dude. I mean, it's not like that's not like a slam. It happens to us, dude.
Yeah.
You go one time, you go, fuck, man. I really love the beast, but.
Yeah, man, I started to cook because I realized I'd never had to grow up. And then once I moved into being a chef, I was like, oh, shit, I have to grow up.
Right. And you have to like learn how to use a calculator and shit. It's a real drag.
Yeah.
It's a real, I tell you, I sit down to do paperwork. I'm like, oh, man, what's up?
Emails, all kinds of shit.
Yep. You have to answer people and tell them why you don't like them or like them. I know how it goes, dude.
Yeah.
And so now in sales, dude. So how long you been doing what you're doing, man? Chef's Warehouse is a unique spot. Have you been with them the whole time?
Yeah, I've been with them the entire time. I started 5 years ago and moved up and through the ranks really pretty quickly. Last year, became a sales manager and gave up all my accounts. I was managing Orange County all the way down to Coronado Island.
Wow.
So about $6.5 million worth of business and got to go on some great trips, learn about great product, and sold a lot of foie gras right when the ban was lifted in January of 15.
What's your opinion on that ban?
Fuck the ban.
Yeah,
Fuck the ban.
I'm with you, man. I don't get it, dude.
It's like, you can't really tell us what we can eat. It's like Hudson Valley raises their animals humanely. They worked with Temple Grandin, who is a PhD in animal husbandry, and she really works with a lot of the companies that Chef's Warehouse works with in order to raise the animals to where they only have one bad day. And I was lucky enough to go to Hudson Valley.
That bad day's a really bad day, though. Great day for me.
But it's, they just gently hit the animal with some CO2 or nitrous, and they go to sleep. And the ducks, it's, they use...
I hope that's how I go. I'm not going to lie.
They use every part of the animal, from the beak to the butt. And
I don't care either way. I'm going to, like I said, man, that veal, you name it, the Wagyu, the everything that I can get my hands on, if it's good, I'll eat it. I don't care. I'm not like, I get you should be an animal. I'm not into like caging things, but, we're not like force feeding and tie these things to chains like everybody said. There was this like rumor that went around that and then maybe in the old days they had like the one picture from the 50s.
Yeah, so you talk about
tied to this food chain, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, man, nobody tells them that if you leave the lights on, the ducks eat the whole time. They're freaking pigs. And I mean that in a nice way.
To talk about cage, so Hudson Valley is the only USDA certified cage-free facility in the country.
Right.
No cages. Like I said, I went there. They get their baby ducks at 4 days old from Quebec. They raise them for about
the Canadian A. That's why they're good.
For about 12 weeks, and then they put them into a 13 square foot pen with other ducks, and they eat every 3 hours. 3 out of 8 hours they're eating, and the guy or gal comes in, feeds the animals. They got a really good life, and the fact that they're using every part of the animal makes it better.
Yeah, no. I'm down for some Hudson Valley duck balls. I'll have to source those for sure.
I can get them for you.
Yeah.
I got heart too.
A duck heart is actually amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Duck heart's fun.
You guys are making me hungry.
Well, don't worry. We're gonna eat some pure fat, bro. I would say there's some sort of nutritional value to foie, but I think it's only fat.
Is butter deep fried?
Well, if you deep fried, it would just go away. We'll talk about the cooking process in the next deal. This is the whole thing. It melts like butter. 100%. Like if you leave in the pan, hungry, man. It'll shrink into like a little duck like sliver of yumminess and then a pile of fat, which is the best part of the whole thing.
There's a guy in San Diego dry aging his beef with duck fat.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about that for a minute. The whole dry aging and fat thing.
Yeah.
That is no longer dry aging, right?
It's not dry aging.
No, it's wet aging.
It's wet. Now. It's a slippery slope, but if you try to explain it to the masses,
the masses are not. If you take something as a chef.
Let's say they're aging it.
Pull your brain out of your ass. You take something that's aged, and then you put it into fat, and you pull it out and put that fat with that thing in it on a shelf. Right. That's wet aging because it's in its own juices.
But it's not its own juices.
The fat and water don't go together. So how would it be in the fat's juices?
But it's not in its own juices. Oh, I see what you're saying. No,
scientifically,
I get you.
Very confusing.
Scientifically, you're aging it. You're aging it within itself.
They're gonna edit this.
No, that's a true thing. I'm telling you right now.
You're right. I
see it all the time. The guy's like, "Oh, look, I aged this in butter." Well, the butter doesn't do anything other than let other shit not in.
Right.
But whatever's in there is not going anywhere either. But you're wet aging in your own,
Oh, that's a good thought.
Blood, dude. It's not a thought. That's science, bro. Come on.
It's good marketing, though, to say, hey, I'm aging it in duck fat.
Well, it's bullshit marketing.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, I get
I'm with you. It's not my concept. I'm just saying. You're seeing it.
I mean, I get it. It's like keywords. Like you put duck fat on your dish, and all of a sudden you get more hits on it. It's the same thing, right? I mean, it's like marketing.
It's like gluten-free potato chips.
Yeah, come on, dude. That's a whole nother beast within itself.
Yeah. They're actually dry aging foie now. There's a place in Texas. I don't fucking know because it's a buzz. It sounds good.
Yeah, so they're taking more water out of the foie gras to intensify the fat and flavor.
I guess they're making it funky.
Are they using bad foie? Because I mean, foie's pretty like hit in the face. Like you're not like right away. Like, oh, I'm eating foie.
I think it's just something that people want to try.
I think people are getting bored.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I really want to fucking try this.
Don't worry,
you guys
we're
are
hyping
hyping this shit up.
Well, you'll be all right, dude. I'm gonna put a little dog
like a punch in the face. Why?
Flavor wise. So foie gras has there's nothing like. Are you a truffle fan? Have you ever had truffles? Have you ever had?
Sure. When I was drunk, you fucking put some in front of me and I ate it.
What I'm saying is, there's some things that have a unique flavor that there's no other way to make that flavor. right? So truffles are one of them. Foie is one of them. Caviar is one of them. Everybody talks about all these being fancy foods. The truth is there's just no way to emulate it. So it becomes this, I hate to use the word which we use every show, but it becomes this unicorn food where like there is no other thing to substitute for that flavor. So it's either foie or it's not. You're not making like a fake foie product, right? Like
there's no impossible foie.
Yeah, no. Thank God. We'd have to shove the carrot full of more carrot. And that's just when the carrot's big and then you have fake foie. That's gross.
I have a feeling
that's grosser than the real
live
thing.
feed's gonna have me lose a few followers.
We all right. We're not talking beer right now, dude.
No.
You'd be all right.
The vegan punk rockers. That's the new punk rock thing.
Oh, is it?
Be vegan. Yeah.
Well, you know, we apologize.
Sorry, not here.
Yeah. Back. So that's why I'm saying that it's like a punch in the face. It's because there's no way to recreate these flavors. It's like, okay, let's take hops. Hops is one of them, right? There's not something else you can make. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of hops, but you're not going to come up with something else that's like, oh, this is imitation hop, and you know, it's a one item deal.
Yeah,
you know it when you try it,
right?
You
like,
know that's hop, and like when you try the foie, you'll know it's super rich. It melts in your mouth. Like fat is flavor, and foie has a lot of fucking fat and a lot of flavor.
Well, fat is flavor. You know that rule, right? If you want something to taste better, smudge any fat on it.
I don't know that rule. I live on the west side of Fullerton, dude. I don't know any fancy shit.
No, it's not fancy like this.
I go to Alvaro's. That's a fancy dinner for me.
You want bread to taste better? What do? Put butter on it. You know right? Like you want, then you want to put salt on it. I mean, it's down to the simplest thing. Fat is like people are like, oh, I cooked it in duck fat. Why? Because it's fat's flavored. Bacon fat.
He just had an aha moment right there.
Don't say bacon, dude. Oh my god!
I'm telling you. Well, I'm gonna put some bacon. I'm gonna put some bacon with some foie. I've got some jam. I've got a few things to do. I got some blue cheese that we're gonna do with it, and some Stilton. I'm gonna lay out a little cheese board, and we're gonna sear off like a whole lobe of foie, and see if we can't like get gout by the end of the day. Is the goal.
Hey, well, you will for sure.
Yeah, no problem.
Think about bacon. Hudson Valley makes a duck bacon.
Yeah, it's good.
It's amazing. But, you can make bacon out of anything.
Well, no. Bacon is from a pig.
No, well, I mean, come on. Now we're just semantics. They got beef bacon that they're making in Brawley. Brawley. It's in it's east of San Diego, if you could imagine.
All right.
It's where Brant beef comes from.
Brant beef is east of San Diego.
Brant beef is east of Imperial County.
And they're making beef bacon out of
the
belly.
Yeah.
Out of freaking, it's like this big though.
Yeah, it's fucking huge.
I want that.
It's good.
You're like, I need an industrial sized grill to make my bacon.
Yeah, it's just cured in smoked belly. I mean, but it's
I'm sure it's dank. But I don't know.
Duck bacon. The point is, the duck bacon is they're just utilizing everything,
right?
And there's a story there. So I say how to sell stories.
Yeah, well, you're not lying. I like that, dude.
Dude, I have a buddy in Denver who makes goose sausage.
I'm down. Sounds good.
Holy fuck, dude. I had some when we were on tour with Scallywag.
Yeah?
He brought me a couple packs. That shit was amazing.
Yeah, sausage is cool because you could use like the pig's lips and assholes all in one casing, and you don't have to like identify with it. But those all have really like, they have good flavor. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Well, I'm gonna have him send us a pack.
Dude, let's do it. I'm down. Goose, anything, duck, anything. Pretty much I'm in. Duck confit. I mean, you can put it on a dog turd and it tastes good.
Heard on that.
Sure, yeah, it's true. Speaking of that, let's drink these beers. We'll come on back. We're gonna eat some foie. Be right back.
All right.